Hey, what's going on, Jam fam? So I had planned on just working on my Ollie video today. I was going to sit down and edit it. It's already recorded. It's ready to go. I just need to edit and all that stuff. But unfortunately, Brawl Stars decided to drop some sneak peek stuff on a random Thursday before the update. So this morning I was on Twitter and I noticed this post here. And this talks about how they announced basically that there's the rank changes that are coming. They basically went over everything that's going to be changing in it. The post is actually in-game, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to pull up that post. I'm going to give you guys all my thoughts on everything that they announced. You guys can let me know what you think about it all in the comments. And yeah, let's just talk about all this stuff. All right, so here we are actually in game. Now, if you go under your news tab on the right-hand side here, there is going to be a new article called Ranked is Dead and Ranked is Back. This is a really bad name. I don't like it at all, but it is what it is. It's just a title. So anyway, first thing that they're going to note is that this ranked season is going to be shorter than, most ranked seasons. Not only is it a shorter month, but they are going to be ending it a little bit earlier because there's going to be an update towards the end of the month, and they're going to be rolling out the new ranked season. So if you do want to push ranked this season, make sure you get it done. I think there's about 2 weeks left in the ranked season, so make sure you're actually grinding that. So then they actually go on to explain what their goals are for the ranked rework. They want to make the game more competitive for skilled players. They want to encourage people to actually become better at Brawl Stars. They want to reward people for their time and effort in the game. They want to keep every season fresh and exciting, whatever that means. And they want to monetize ranked above all else. Now, obviously, when I say above all else that they want to monetize rank, I'm being hyperbolic, but they are monetizing rank. They are adding a new thing, and that's going to be called the Pro Pass. It's going to be a progression system for ranked. It's a battle pass that applies just to ranked. You won't be grinding this when you play ladder or on any events or anything like that. It's only going to apply to when you play ranked. Now, first thing to note about this battle pass is it's going to run you $25 USD, which is very expensive for a battle pass, but it does last for 4 months, and it works out to be about $6.25 per month. Depending on what region you live in and all that stuff. So it is a little bit cheaper technically, but it's also a lot more money up front. But you don't actually have to buy the pass. There is actually a free side of the pass that everybody can grind, and they are actually buffing our rewards from ranked, which I think is a very good thing because the ranked rewards honestly suck. Yes, you can get, a legendary star drop here and there. You might get a mythic one. The ranked star drops can give you a skin and all that. But in general, I think ranked rewards kind of suck. And these actually look a lot better here. There's a new thing called skin upgrades. We'll talk about that in a minute here. You're going to get more ranked star drops. You're going to get more actual star drops. There's 8 legendary drops, depending on how far you grind through the pass. There's even things like hypercharge drops and gems. So my thoughts on the rewards actually getting buffed is that it's a very good thing. I'm obviously not a big fan of the current ranked system. It's not very good. Most of the time, we're just chasing a skin. And a lot of times you either get bling or a bad player icon, which nobody cares about. And it feels really bad when you just get that stuff because you want the skin and you get nothing. And then even mythic and legendary star drops, you're only getting a couple of those through the entire thing, despite grinding hours and hours on it. So it is nice that they're going to be actually giving you more of those regular star drops along the way. So it is going to be worth grinding if you're bored of ladder or anything like that. But I would have loved to see there being some progression tied to this. Yes, there is that hypercharge star drop, and that is very nice. But I would have loved to see coins or power points or something like that being added into the free side of this, because right now it still feels like the economy is really bad. It feels like it's very hard to upgrade your brawlers. I'm finally almost done upgrading my brawlers, and I'm a pay-to-play player. And if I'm having a hard time, I can only imagine how free-to-play players are, especially newer players who are getting all these brawlers and are struggling with coins and stuff like that. So obviously I'm not trying to complain too much about free rewards. Obviously what we have right now is horrible, and this buff stuff is going to be a little bit better, and it might end up being a lot better. I don't know, but relying on RNG is never good. And I would have liked to see some kind of stagnant rewards that we could, plan on and be yes, I need to grind to this stage. That way I can get my 1,000 coins and upgrade this brawler, that type of stuff. And we're not getting that again. So unfortunately, we're still going to be relying on RNG for some of our rewards. So that was the free side of the pass. Now, if you're wondering what the paid side's actually going to get you, it's actually going to get you 5,000 coins over the course of that 4 months. Not a lot of coins if you think about it. If you break it down over the course of 4 months, 5,000 coins really isn't too much. 600 gems, again, that's not a lot at all. That's just a couple of gems here and there every month. You're going to get 3 player icons, 2 sprays, 11 pins, which is a lot of pins, and you're going to get 5 of those pro skin upgrades. We'll talk about pro skins in a minute here, but know that pro skins are basically skins that get upgraded and stuff. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And you're going to get 5 extra of those. So you get 6 from the free side of the pass, and then you get 5 extra if you buy the pass. Overall, I think this is really just for the super high-end players that just really want everything in the entire game. If they want to collect all the sprays, all the icons, all the pins, and they want to upgrade all these pro skins, then I think that this is for those players. If you're just a regular casual player, or if you're not, you're not making mad money or anything like that, I would not advise buying this. I know I personally don't really have a ton of interest in buying this. Maybe if there's a really nice pro skin that I like all the upgrades for, maybe I'll pick it up. But for the most part, I don't plan on buying this pass ever. Like, I just feel like it doesn't offer enough value for $25. All right, so now we're going to talk about these pro skins. Now, they're introducing a new rarity skin called Pro that you can only get from the new ranked version. So, pro skins are going to be skins that can get upgraded up to 11 times in the season they come out, or you can upgrade them after 8 months of having the skin. Every time you upgrade this skin, it's going to get a new type of effect, whether that is a spawning effect, some kind of cosmetics, some pins, stuff like that. You're going to get something when you upgrade your skin, and you can unlock the first 6 upgrades just from the free side of the pass as long as you grind it out. The first upgrade is going to be just unlocking the skin. The second one will be unlocking the first pin, a profile picture, and a spray. The third one will give you some kind of attack effect. The fourth one's going to give you an upgraded model of the skin, which is basically going to be like a bigger, beefier version of that skin. It's going to look a little bit better, a little more refined probably, stuff like that. The fifth upgrade, you'll unlock a whole pack of pins. The sixth upgrade will give you a special effect takedown, and that is where all the free stuff is going to end. After that, you have to pay for the pass or wait 8 months to get another upgrade for it. But the seventh upgrade will give you a new style of cosmetic that will be an animated battle card, which I think is very interesting. It does suck that that is going to be paywalled for a while. The eighth upgrade is actually going to be something called spawn and respawn effects. Obviously, it's going to give you some kind of special effect when you take the map. I believe the Chinese version of the game actually has something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody down in the comments can let me know, but I'm pretty sure the Chinese version has already seen this stuff and it's been tested over there and it was well received, which is why they're adding it to the global version. Now, the ninth upgrade is what I'm really questioning here. So, in my opinion, hypercharged skins are very cool, and it's something that everybody gets excited about during an event or whatever like that. And now they're just going to tie hypercharged skins to the ranked pass. I wonder if they're still going to do hypercharged skin during events and stuff like that. But if they're just going to tie hypercharged skins to ranked, that's a lot less exciting, especially considering it's going to be on the paid side of it. And if you don't buy the pass, you're going to have to wait 8 months to get that. I think that kind of sucks. And I would really hope that we're still going to get hypercharged skins and not just the pro skins that have hypercharged forms, you know? Now, obviously, if we still get hypercharged skins, then this worrying is totally unfounded and I'm just being stupid here. But I worry that because they're going to have these hypercharged forms of the pro skins in the rank side of the pass, that they're going to taper away from doing hypercharged skins, which means the ones we have are going to be super rare and we won't, I worry that we're not going to get any more hypercharged skins basically, which would suck for free-to-play players. So my thoughts on pro skins, I think it's a very interesting concept and I'm actually on board for it for the most part. I think it's very interesting to be able to unlock a skin and then grind through the entire pass and then get a skin that looks crazy cool. That would be nice. And it could feel rewarding, especially if it's your favorite skin in the game. Say they release a skin that for your favorite brawler that just floors you and then you grind through that whole pass and it's totally upgraded. It's basically a legendary skin that you got for free. I think that's very cool and very good, and I'm a big fan of that aspect of it for sure. But again, I do worry about the state of hypercharged skins. Now, it is a small worry for me, but like I said, I do like that hypercharged skins oftentimes get tied to events, and we get very cool stuff, and especially if they do a event where everybody can get one version of the hypercharged skin like they did with Godzilla Buzz. I think that's very interesting, and I would love to see them keep doing that, but I do worry that now that the hypercharged forms are going to exist for these pro skins, I worry that that's going to end up replacing hypercharged skins, and events are going to feel a lot less exciting without the hypercharged skins being tied to them. Other than that, though, I think the paid side of the pass doesn't really offer that much. Yes, there's going to be chroma variations, and yes, there's going to be some new cosmetics, which could be very cool, but I think just getting a legendary skin from grinding ranked is more than enough for free-to-play players and players like me that don't want to pay for this pass. I think that's perfectly fine, honestly. I'm not going to lie. All right, so we're getting through this. We're about halfway done now. There's a couple of things to note here still. First things first is that they're adding another level to the system. So now you're going to cap out at Pro. So it's going to go Masters, then Pro. So, keep that in mind. If you grind to Masters, your new goal is now to grind to Pro. The next thing that is extremely notable, and it's something that everybody's been clamoring for, and it's been very apparent for the last few months, that we prefer the game without modifiers, and turns out they're going to be removing modifiers from ranked. Now, they say that the modifiers were too complex for casual players, but really we know it's just because the avid player base hated them and they really wanted to get rid of them. I don't think anybody really enjoyed modifiers. I could see casual players actually enjoying them, and I was fine with them up until a certain point, but once you started drafting, the modifiers were very annoying to deal with because, like they say here, that it kind of formed a meta around whatever modifier you got. So it's nice to see that go away. So yes, modifiers are gone. Rejoice. And then there's the biggest change in the entire game, not just ranked, but across the entire game. They're going to be removing gadgets limits. So you're going to be able to use a gadget an unlimited amount of times. It's no longer 3 or 4 uses per match. You can use it an unlimited amount of times. every single match, but gadgets are now going to be tied to a cooldown. So 7 seconds to 30 seconds, depending on what the gadget is and what the cooldown they decide for every gadget is going to be. So I imagine something like a dash is going to have something like a 7-second cooldown, where something like Lily's Vanish is going to be closer to 30 seconds. Really, it just depends on how strong the gadget actually is. You know, stronger gadgets are going to have longer cooldowns, so you can't spam them quite as often. Where something that's more utility, you know, like a jump or a dash or something like that, you're going to be able to spam off cooldown if you need it. Last thing to note about this is that the gadget gear is now going to be changed to the cooldown gear, and it's going to reduce the length of your gadget's cooldowns. All right, so all of these changes I just listed, what are my thoughts on them? So as far as pro level, I don't really care personally. I've never pushed to masters, so them adding a tier above masters does literally nothing for me. Now, obviously, if you're a masters player and you want to grind for pro, that's obviously great for you. Good luck with that. I wish you the best. I hope you make it to pro whatever, but I personally just don't care, and I'm never going to be bothered to push to masters unless I can sleepwalk to it, so that's just how I feel on that. It sounds negative, but it's just like, this is basically like saying my boss at work got a raise, and I didn't, and it's like, cool, great for them. I'm happy for them, but I got nothing, so what do I care? Anyway, what I'm more looking forward to is that modifiers are being removed, because I've never been a big fan of modifiers. Not that they weren't fun or anything like that, but like, I'm trying to play a ranked mode, and it's supposed to be competitive, and modifiers just kind of make it feel very cheesy, especially when it's something like, I don't know, the one that lets you spam ammo nonstop when you play as Jean or something like that. Like, how are we ever going to say this is competitive when it totally breaks the entire game? That it never made sense to me. I don't get why they thought that was a good idea. And then personally, I really love the gadget change. I'm super excited for this because I've always thought like gadgets having a limited number of use, while it does kind of make sense and it simplifies it a little bit, it also makes it feel like you shouldn't spam all of your gadgets all the time, because, you know, if you need a gadget, like say like a knockback or something like that, and you use them all way earlier in the match, then, you know, you kind of feel bad. And that kind of trained me to not use all of my gadgets all the time. And now I'm going to be able to use my gadgets a lot more freely. I'm going to be able to like feel like I'm not wasting my gadget when I spam them. So that's interesting. And I'm excited to see like what gadgets actually get buffed, which ones get nerfed, all that stuff. Sure, balancing is going to be a nightmare for a little while, but I feel like once everything settles, I think this is going to be a better change for the game overall. All right, so I feel like this video is getting a little long, so we're going to speed run these next couple of things because we went over all the big stuff right now. These are just going to be like some small spark notes as we go. So next things next, they're going to be adding new modes to ranked. So basically the way it's going to work is that they're going to try a new game mode in trophies. If people like it, if it's well received, then they'll add it to ranked. If not, they're going to make some tweaks to it and then add it to ranked. And this next upcoming ranked season is going to have jellyfishing and brawl hockey in it as well. All right, so next up, there's going to be 3 brawlers that are seasonal brawlers. Basically, they're going to be maxed out for everybody to use in ranked only, not in ladder, only in ranked, and everybody can try them out and play with them. So if you have all the brawlers maxed out, this really doesn't do much for you, but if you don't have all the brawlers maxed out, this is really exciting because it'll allow you to test out brawlers that you don't have unlocked yet and see if you actually like them and stuff without any, like, you know, cost to you. You can just play ranked, pick these brawlers, and see how you like them. Last 2 things. So they're going to be updating the ranked battle cards. This is what they now look like. They're going to be animated, I assume, and it's fine. It's whatever. I mean, like, the Masters is like an explosion. Legendary looks cool. The Fire, the Pro is kind of cool. It's whatever. I don't really care. They're just battle cards, so, I mean, whatever. And the final thing that I think is a great change is that they're going to be adding a favorites to brawlers so that it's easier to find them when you're drafting. This is something that I really like because it's a pain in the ass to find certain brawlers as you're, you know, shifting through everything. You know, if you have it sorted by, like, power level, it puts the hypercharged brawlers, non-hypercharged brawlers, rarities. It's all a mess to try to find one brawler out of the lineup when you're in the middle of a draft and you only have like 20 seconds to do it. Now you can just heart a brawler. They'll come up at the top of your draft board and you can just pick them right there. I love this change. I'm a big fan of it and I can't wait for this to actually get added into the game. All right, so overall, I think all this stuff looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited for most of it. The only thing I'm not really like super hyped for is the ranked battle pass. I think that seems kind of like unnecessary. I don't know why we need 2 battle passes in Brawl Stars. It's a mobile game, especially one that costs $25. Yes, it's only $6 a month, I know, but also it's like, why did we need a ranked battle pass? That feels kind of scummy to me. But other than that, I think that pro skins are a very good concept. I'm excited for that. I want to see what kind of skins we end up getting out of this. As long as they don't replace hypercharge skins with pro skins, I think this is a pretty good change. I like this, and it's a very good idea, honestly. I think a lot of people are going to be hyped about this. Getting rid of modifiers in ranked, great change. I think that's something that everybody's been clamoring for a very long time. So that's cool. And we're going to be getting new modes in ranked, which may or may not be everybody's favorite. We'll see how that ends up working out. But it is interesting to see they actually want to try to make modes more competitive. Instead of it just being, you know, gem grab, brawl ball, bounty, knockout, now we're actually going to be seeing some interesting stuff. So it'll add a little bit of like a ripple to the gameplay. So that's cool too. And then there's the gadget rework, and I love the gadget rework. I think this is a great change that came out of left field. I was not expecting them to ever do anything like this, and I think this is actually going to be a very good change for the game after the dust settles. I know it's not super popular. There's going to be people that are opposing it and people who don't like it, but as of right now, I think this is a great change. Like I said, I get real stingy with my gadgets, so being able to rewire my brain and be able to use gadgets way more often is a good change in my opinion, and I'm excited for it. So let me know what you think about the gadget rework down in the comments, but I'm excited for it, so yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you think about all this ranked stuff down in the comments. Let me know what you're excited for, what you're not excited for, all that stuff. Remember, if you enjoyed my rambling, make sure to leave a like on the video. And if you're new, consider dropping a sub as well. But that's going to do it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.